Good morning, all of you. I see a lot of school students and college students here. I was here yesterday and it was an amazing day yesterday. I saw a lot of brightest of bright people from all across India who came and shared their knowledge. It was a great learning for me as well. I'll start off with a couplet, a share. It goes like this. बड़ा गुमान है तुझे ए सर फिरे तूफान, बड़ा गुमान है तुझे ए सर फिरे तूफान, मेरी भी जिद है दरिया पार करना है। बड़ा गुमान है तुझे ए सर फिरे तूफान, मेरी भी जिद है दरिया पार करना है। वो सामने तेरी पीठ है ए मेरे बेखबर दुश्मन, वो सामने तेरी पीठ है ए मेरे बेखबर दुश्मन, मगर मुझे भी तेरे सीने पे ही वार करना है। I would like to thank the organizers for inviting me for this conference and sharing my ideas. What I am working on, I'll just say that we're working on writing a book which is about to propose a new business model for the society. The title, as you can see, it's Mera Bharat Mahan, Kashmir Meri Jaan. Now this title is about explaining how society is divided, how there is so much of divergence in the society. It's a tough concept. It's not as light. So I see that there is a rock band performance and the level has been raised, so I might have to dance. But I want to explain you, rather than explaining what we have been doing, which I'll touch at the end of the session. Here I want to explain you and also want all of you to understand why we are trying to understand the big picture and why understanding the big picture is so important. I see so many students here who are looking at becoming entrepreneurs, want to do some really cool stuff, they have a lot of energy and everything. But as they're thinking about their own self, they also have to look at the bigger picture. The idea that came to us about looking at a different aspect of how a society is designed and how our behaviors are linked. It's amazing. Here we say Mera Bharat Mahan because we acknowledge the power of India. As Mahavir gave a bit of brief about my background, I have been fortunate to work with some great minds in the world. And because I started my career as a hacker, it always was another approach we wanted to have for solving a problem. We wanted to do a lot of things, but the only skill that was required was to look at problems from a different perspective, because that is what hackers are supposed to do. Now, when we say Mera Bharat Mahan, Kashmir Meri Jaan, why we say this is because at times Kashmir has been a part of India in growth stories. But because of the disturbance that took Kashmir in a separate track for 20 years, while India was progressing, a lot of people, the society was left behind. I came back from US when I really wanted to contribute back, help my people, because I realized at a particular point in my life that there's no point in running in races. In order to be successful in life, what do you need to do? One, you will always, they say there's a wheel of life. Family, financial, social, mental, spiritual, and physical. It's a wheel of life. If you are, if you have all these 6 spokes in place, you will have a very comfortable life. If anything is bigger or smaller, you will have a bumpy ride. It's very important to balance. Now, when I talk about this model, I'll take you through some technical concept. It was a challenge for me. It is still a challenge for me. I do not know how I will be able to explain you, but it's an attempt. I will try to explain you. It's a complex subject, but I'll try to explain you where we saw a pattern. I'll talk about India. This has been my subject. One of the reasons why when we go out and look at different, we work in different environments, we work in different geographies, we work with different people from different cultures, we start feeling so great about India. And that has been my experience. When we're talking about India, inside India, it's different, it's a different feeling. But when you go outside and work with different nationalities, you realize that you have so much of strength. And that strength. Today, when we see people are talking about China, you will see a lot of newspapers today, they're covering China as the next superpower. In the same breath they're talking about China, they're also talking about India. Now when they're talking about India, what is India? I would like to ask you, what do you think India is? Anyone? What is India for you?
India, very down.
Very nice. You all are Indians, but for you, they might be, what do you think India is? What is the strength of India? What is it that you want to associate with?
India is a heritage. It has many histories, mysteries within and without.
Wow.
It is like India is it cannot be described in words. It has mysteries within. It has stories. It has many other things which cannot be explained. It can be expressed and it can be felt only within living in a country.
Very nice, very nice. And I'll tell you, there are some numbers. Today if we talk about India, a lot of people are talking about India as the next superpower in the context of population. If it is population, we are at a rate where we will supersede China by 2034. If it is military strength, we have the 4th largest army. If it is economy, we are 5th in purchasing power parity term. You look at various aspects, but these numbers are talking. And that is what I'll explain, how we see numbers as pictures and we see a story in numbers. Now when we talk about India as the next leader, what is it that because India is so well connected, the number of cell phones that are being sold in India supersedes any nation in the world. We are astonishingly connected country. 15 million cell phones to 20 million cell phones per month are being sold in India. Now, everyone is on Facebook. The power of social networking, the power of Twitter, no matter we want or not, whatever our actions are, somebody is judging us on the other side. Today, let us say this conference, there was a time when this conference wouldn't be connected, but because of Facebook, Twitter, as we are talking, my talk is going live. And maybe in China, maybe somewhere else. On the other side, look at it from the other side. You will see that there is a story being told. India is talking and it's telling a story. It's a live story. Now, our actions, everything, it's narrating a story globally. Now, we as individuals, whatever we do, small or big, they are part of a bigger picture. We play as characters and there's a story being told on the other side. Now, how do we control that story? And how do we understand what is the story? Today we see there's so much of political unrest in India. We have internal fights. But look at it from the other side. Look at it from outside. Do we need to control what is the message being, which is being narrated every day, every night through media, whatever, different channels, the way we are connected. We talk about things, good or bad on the internet. It's not controlled. Is there a story being told and how can we control that story? What is the bigger picture about India? Now, India has been a continuous civilization, the largest and the oldest continuous civilization. In the past 10,000 years, India has never invaded any country. Mathematics was invented. Arithmetic was invented. Trigonometry, geometry, Pythagorean theorem come from India. We take Sanskrit as the mother of all languages, European languages. Now, when we have so strong roots, and the world is looking at Ayurveda, yoga, all of that. This is the strength of India. And if we understand all of this, we can see patterns. I will come to patterns later. Now, I will talk about soft power. What is soft power? I will explain soft power in various levels. This television serial has been translated into as many languages as possible in the world. And the time in which this television serial, Saas Bhi Kabhi Bahu Thi, this opera, was telecasted, this was the best time for robbers to go and rob anyone. This is India, this is soft power. People have narrated stories about this, and this is there in news. Research this. There are examples in news wherein what was the time in which most of the robberies are happening in a particular state. It is the time when Saas Bhi Kabhi Bahu Thi was being telecasted. People have been traveling to see Bollywood movies. Now, what is soft power? Soft power was a term which was coined by a Harvard academic about 1970, wherein it was a mission wherein America wanted to create dominance over the world. Now, in order to create that dominance, what they did, they said, all right, now on our end, let us see this. We see America as a superpower. But America does not have any proper government-funded mission to make that happen. Now, why do we have a perception that America is a superpower? It is not because of the government. It is because of McDonald's. It is because of Michael Jackson. It is because of Britney Spears. It is because of and Pizza Hut. All of this is soft power. And this is why we see America, and the great American dream was all about that. But now look at India. The power of Ayurveda, the power of cultures. India was taking a beating. You know, we had the world wherein there was a slowdown, the economy was dipping everywhere, but India still survived. We all are aware of that. And you know why? Because our family structures are like that. We are so closely knit कि अगर भाई को कुछ प्रॉब्लम आ रही है तो दूसरा भाई आ जाएगा. And this strength of India. And that has reflected in the impact in which that was on India and how India has reacted. And India kept moving. Now, as I said, there are many examples for power. This was my subject. But I have a very nice friend like all of you. When we met, you know, I realized that he was working on time. Do you have I don't know, how many science students are here? Very nice. How many of you like physics? Physics is a very nice subject, and as I say, you know, you have to use your knowledge to understand systems, things that are happening around you. One of my friends was working on time. And time where, you know, we try to understand how Einstein interpreted time, why he was known, to Stephen Hawking, Roger Penrose, how these guys have tried to understand time. I'll make it very simple. I'll give you an example. You know what we are thinking, and we have mathematically proved it, wherein we have an algorithm in place, which are on patent, wherein we have something, we have identified a pattern, and we are helping businesses with that pattern. Now, time, we say that time exists in multiple layers. There are layers of time. Tell me if it becomes boring. But I'm trying to explain you a very, very complex topic. We say that time exists in layers, in multiple layers. And we say that time is creating everything. Now, how do I say that? Now, let us say, for anything that you want to do in your life, for example, let us say you have to make a cup of coffee. You put sugar, tea, milk, and everything, and make tea. It takes you 10 minutes to make coffee, right? Now, to make this auditorium, you need bricks, everything, and then you do it for 2 years, you need manpower, and for 2 years, you work on it and you create this auditorium. This remote, you need plastic or whatever, and then you manage it, and you get things together, and you create this remote. Now, if I ask you, what is the common thing in all of these? It is time. Now, there was time, and time goes from T0 to T1. I will not make it very complex, T0 to T1. There was a time elapse that happened, and I created something. Now, if I ask you, if I take time out of all of this, will you be able to make this? Will you be able to make this? Will you be able to make coffee? No. Now, what we are proposing is that time is creating everything. Time is creating spaces, time is creating matter. Now, we have an analogy behind this. I will take. Now, my friend was working on this. Then, while discussing, we realized that there is so much of overlap. I was talking about societal change, bringing a positive change, and he was looking at patterns. And there was an overlap. And what was that overlap? We found that overlap was divergence. Divergence is that कोई यहाँ जा रहा है, कोई वहाँ जा रहा है, कोई इधर जा रहा है, कोई उधर जा रहा है, कुछ पता नहीं कौन कहाँ जा रहा है. You see a very random pattern here. It is about coexistence. We found that there is a typical pattern, and this is chaos. There is a different pattern in which societies are structured, and that is divergence. This divergence extends from subatomic strata to society, to stock markets, to failures, to success, to everything. And there is a divergence in the society. Everything is divided. Some people are going there, some people are thinking like that. But what we realized is that there is an underlying fluctuation. And there there is a pattern, and this underlying fluctuation is linked to another fluctuation, and there is a pattern, there is a cycle in all of this. There's something called a butterfly cycle. I will explain you later. We found that divergence was all about how chaos is there in society and how there is an underlying pattern in everything that we do. Now, there was a guy with the name Herbert Simon, who is the father of artificial intelligence and also behavioral finance. Now, because me and my friend were working on something, we wanted to understand how we can bring in positive change in the society. We said that we will play with data. Herbert Simon said that every complex structure in this world, multi-layered organic structure in the world, is made up of very simple things. It is just that simple things are placed hierarchically, एक के ऊपर एक, in different forms, and it makes a very complex structure. We are talking about, and that complex structure is similar like we have in capital markets, like in stock markets. That complex structure पता नहीं चल रहा stock market ऊपर जा रही है, नीचे जा रही है, क्यों जा रही है, कैसे जा रही है, और it is similar like running a cooperative in India. And we found that this is amazing, you know. If there is a complex structure and there is an underlying principle which is so and so simple, you understand we have to break the problem into smaller pieces. And this divergence, this fluctuation in society, in the past history of mankind, evolution of mankind, human innovation has only been about understanding this divergence, which is understanding the chaos that you have there and channelizing that divergence. And that is innovation. That is what people have done over and over years in the past. And that is how innovation has come in. Some people have identified an opportunity which is based on a pattern, which you will also do when you grow up. The society will move in a particular direction, you will find a trend, you make an opportunity, you work, you get into business, you bring in positive change. Now, we found that there are three players in this game. One is business, where all of you probably who are working to become entrepreneurs, they are classified under business or entrepreneurs. This community wherein NGOs, people who want to bring in positive change, and the third player is the state, which is the government. Now these three players are so disconnected. I'll explain you what. Now this is from where it becomes a little interesting and a little complex. Now on one side, we award a businessman for the philanthropic work that he does. अच्छा काम जो करता है, जो अच्छा काम करता है उसको बुला के हम अवार्ड दे देते हैं. दूसरी साइड पे कोई बिजनेस है, वो अच्छे प्रॉफिट कमा रहा है, उसको हम फिर अवार्ड दे देते हैं. Now we continue to do this, but we are doing this. But how rare do you see a business, let us say a generational auto manufacturer, जो कंपनी गाड़ियां बनाती है, वो उठ के ये बोल रही है कि the number of cars that we put on the road is also taking us away from better town planning. हमारी जो roads हैं उनका बिल्कुल बेड़ागर्क हो रहा है because of the cars that we are producing. It is taking us away from energy independence. कि हमें जो climate change है, fossil fuel जो burn हो रहा है, चाहे वो किसी भी तरह की कार बना रहे हैं, लेकिन finally हमारी वो habits खराब कर रहे हैं. अब this is the difference, you know what I'm saying, what we are bringing out. Two separate things, but a generational auto, a good business, it is not thinking जैसे बैंक है. Today we see a banking. Entrepreneurs के लिए there's tons of finance available. You need money, bank will come. Financing easier. जिसको उधार चाहिए मिल जाएगा. Number of banks that are opening up is huge. But on the other side, we also see कि पूरी economic collapse जो हुआ है, वो तो उधार की वजह से हुआ है. It is credit crisis everywhere. लेकिन बैंक बोलते जा रहे हैं, बैंक इजी बना रहे हैं, आप गाड़ी ले लो, आप ये ले लो, आप वो ले लो. और दूसरी साइड से इकोनॉमी बिल्कुल डिप्रेशन है. वो इसीलिए है क्योंकि कंट्रोल नहीं है. They are not connected. But one might argue that chaos is how society is structured. I'll give you an example. Suppose अगर हमारे पास एक जंगल है, हम उस जंगल में जाके पेड़ काट देते हैं और लाइन में पेड़ लगा देते हैं. लाइन में पेड़ लगा देते हैं. You know what will happen? Any idea? You know what will happen? सारे जानवर मर जाएंगे क्योंकि उनको सिमेट्री नहीं दिखेगी, क्योंकि हमने लाइन में लगा दिए, सीधे अपने हिसाब से अपने सीधे लगा दिए. You have created a symmetry on yourself, but chaos is what is keeping everything alive. अगर हम सीधे एक लाइन में पेड़ लगा देंगे, सारे जानवर मर जाएंगे. Now, This is what I'm trying to do. So we say that chaos is how a society structures itself. Again, Herbert Simon, again, the guy who says the complexity everywhere has small, similar and very easy to comprehend patterns. And every complex system is made up of simple structures. But if we understand simple structures, we will find there is so much of symmetry. There is an ostrich approach. कि यार ये तो प्रॉब्लम जो है सोसाइटी की, ये क्या मेरी प्रॉब्लम है? These are generational problems. ये सारी generational problems हम मैं क्यों solve करूँ? We have last time problems like climate change, poverty, and who am I to solve these problems? Or problem which has historical in nature, what time से बड़ी होती जा रही है, and there is no one who is addressing these problems. This is something where we have, we try to explain. There's a principle called 80-20. Albert Pareto.
टाइम बता दिया है।
हाँ, टाइम तो बता दो। टाइम। I'll give you an example. 80-20 is a rule how we try to understand pattern in society. Alfred Pareto, an Italian economist, he explained that 80% of the effects in any set are happening because of 20% of the causes. He studied a pattern. He said 80% of the land in Italy was owned by 20% of the population. He went on pulling out statistics from his pea garden and found that 80% of the peas were in 20% of the pea pods. Now, even when you classify the top 10 richest people of the world, Carlos, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, and if you pick up the top 3, they will have as much of wealth as the remaining 7. So this is how come. There is something called Diners Dilemma, Market for Lemons. Market for Lemons is something like, it's a concept again, there was a paper published in 1970 where lemons is a slang in America for cars, for bad cars. The idea was that in America, it is based on asymmetric patterns. What it means is that the seller knows more about the product than the buyer. मुझे ज़्यादा अगर मैं कुछ बेचने आ रहा हूँ मुझे आपसे ज़्यादा पता है और आपको तब पता चलेगा जब आप खरीद के घर ले जाओगे कि ये तो खराब चीज़ है। It is called market for life. An example is कि अमेरिका में ऑटो कार इंडस्ट्री में जैसे सेकेंड हैंड मार्केट, वो सेकेंड हैंड मार्केट जो है उसमें क्या है कि देयर आर यूज्ड कार्स, बट द कॉन्सेप्ट इज इफ यू आर द ओनर ऑफ अ कार एंड इफ इट इज अ गुड कार यू विल नॉट पुट योर कार इन अ सेकेंड हैंड मार्केट क्योंकि वो कार अच्छी है। मतलब अच्छी कार अच्छे ओनर्स तो इस मार्केट में आ ही नहीं रहे, तो मतलब इस सेकेंड हैंड मार्केट में गाड़ियां हैं वो तो खराब गाड़ियां आ गई ना सारी, मीनिंग द गुड आर outside and the bads are driving the good out. It's a mechanism. Now, I say, today in society we'll see there are a lot of people which are divided on thoughts that यार वो बोलते हैं कुछ अच्छा करना है सोसाइटी के लिए, ये डिवीजन है, कुछ बोलेंगे अच्छा करना है और कुछ बोलेंगे यार हम कैसे कर सकते हैं, दिस इज डिवीजन इन सोसाइटी। कुछ कभी आपको सोसाइटी का स्ट्रक्चर दिखेगा वो बोलेंगे कि लेट अस डू समथिंग, राइट, बोलेंगे हाउ कैन वी डू समथिंग टू फाइट, ये इतने बड़े इश्यूज हैं, दीस आर नॉट आवर प्रॉब्लम्स। This is an example called commons. It's an example wherein, let us say there's a pasture in the middle, and I am a shepherd who has cows. My cow grazes on that common pasture. Now, मेरी गाय जा रही है, मुझे अपने घर का ध्यान रखना है, मेरी गाय आ रही है, we can use the cow for various things, we can milk the cow and everything, and हमें फायदा मिल रहा है, हमें फायदा मिल रहा है। आप भी देखते आप बोलते हम भी गाय ले लेते हैं, उधर हम भी बेच देते हैं, इतना बड़ा कॉमन पैस्चर है, हम भी अपनी गाय बेच देते हैं। आहिस्ता आहिस्ता गाय बढ़ जाती है, क्योंकि मैं जितनी अपनी गाय ऐड करूंगा मेरे को उतना फायदा, गाय बढ़ जाती है। और ये जो कॉमन जो पैस्चर है पूरा का पूरा, इसमें ट्रेजेडी हो जाती है। और वो कैसे मैकेनिज्म काम करता है, क्योंकि वो पैस्चर तो किसी का है नहीं, और इट फोर्सेस अस टू, नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस, पैस्चर फिनिश हो जाएगा एंड दैट पैस्चर विल फोर्स अस टू माइग्रेट टू अदर प्लेसेस, क्योंकि वो पैस्चर तो खत्म हो गया। This is commons, and now what are the commons? The commons are your roads, your environment, जिसके लिए आप पे नहीं कर रहे, जिसके बारे में आप सोच ही नहीं रहे, जिसको आप यूज कर रहे हो, लेकिन वो किसी का नहीं है। अगर वो किसी का नहीं है, there's a tragedy which is in place. Now, we try to understand cycles, and we have created an algorithm which gives us patterns, which is like, for example, a pattern in society, a depression in society. We create cycles on 3 month basis, 1 year basis, 10 years basis. We give multiple perspectives of how the society is moving. This algorithm we have created, it picks up data and it gives us a picture. It turns like, अगर मैं बोलूँ कि आपको पता है सोसाइटी क्या कहाँ जा रही है, आप बोलोगे हमें कैसे पता, क्योंकि सोसाइटी आपसे बात तो कर नहीं रही है. सोसाइटी इज नॉट टॉकिंग टू यू. सोसाइटी डेटा जनरेट कर रही है. आप क्या खरीदते हो, क्या पहनते हो, फेसबुक पे क्या करते हो, आप डेटा जनरेट कर रहे हो. हम उस डेटा को पिक करते हैं और उसमें समझते हैं कि देयर आर पैटर्न. और in order to understand where the society is going, we take multiple time frames with different cycles in which we take an image of society. वो ज्योमेट्री बनती है और ज्योमेट्री से पिक्चर बनती है और पिक्चर बात करती है. हम उस स्टोरी को हम एक्सप्लेन कर रहे हैं कि सोसाइटी में तो ये हो रहा है, अगर पैरासीटामोल जयपुर में बिक रही है ज़्यादा तो कोई प्रॉब्लम है हेडेक की, और हेडेक की क्या प्रॉब्लम है, तो वी लिंक इट दैट वे. हम उस तरह से चले जाएंगे और वील ट्राई टू डिग आउट व्हाट आर द प्रॉब्लम्स. और उसमें अगर किसी को कोई अच्छा काम करना है तो किसी की सरदर्द दूर करनी है, either work on the cause or look at it as an opportunity wherein you can open a chemist shop, क्योंकि यहाँ पे पैरासीटामोल बहुत बिक रही है. Sir Francis Galton, again I will take you there. He said that कि अगर एक्सट्रीम में कोई चीज चली जाती है तो उसको वापस आना है. अगर एक्सट्रीम में कोई भी चीज चली जाएगी, जैसे अगर कोई एक्सट्रीम में वॉर हो गई तो फिर पीस आनी है. We are showing that in data. And we see that this is happening everywhere. This is happening in stock markets. This is happening in. अगर हमें किसी से बहुत ज़्यादा नफरत हो जाती है, फिर उसके बाद प्यार ही होना है. किसी से भी ऐसा नहीं. So we take this, we have put it under, we have given patterns on different societies. The trends. सर्च क्या करते हो? अगर एक सोसाइटी में कोई आदमी कुछ सर्च कर रहा है, वो सर्च क्यों कर रहा है, उस सर्च का पैटर्न क्या है, उस पैटर्न से हम एक प्रिडिक्टिव टूल बना देते हैं और वो टूल आपको बताता है कि अब ये होने वाला है. अब I'll take you through, these are Fortune 500 companies where we got it done. We got about 200 crores only to test this algorithm, and we have tested, we have been successful. That is why we got into a patenting process. Now it says, an example is, We took Motorola. हम देख रहे हैं इंटरनेट पे कोई Motorola को सर्च ही नहीं कर रहा, वो बिल्कुल नीचे चला गया. अब हमने जैसा बोला था वो नीचे जा रहा है, तो क्या होगा, अब उसको ऊपर आना है. ऊपर आने से पहले क्या हुआ, अब नीचे इतना चला गया, सडनली माइक्रोसॉफ्ट Motorola को खरीद लेता है और फिर उसने ऊपर ही आना है. We saw it, we presented it. एक्सट्रीम में कोई चीज चली जाती है, उसमें रिवर्जन करना. हम बोल रहे हैं एक्सट्रीम रिवर्जन, हम मीन रिवर्जन बोल रहे हैं. एक्सट्रीम एलिमेंट्स जो है उसने वापस आना है, और वो जब वापस आएगा वो मीन की तरफ आएगा. ये मैजिक है और ये पैटर्न है सोसाइटी में. हम इसको एक्सप्लेन कर रहे हैं, इस एल्गोरिथम को डिफरेंट नॉन कैपिटल मार्केट्स में अप्लाई कर रहे हैं. That's are unique. Why? Because we have got the artisans and craftsmen to work in here. There's no interior design anywhere. There's no design sense anywhere. It's the right people for the right job. We've created gold-plated utensils to everything to present the Kashmiri cuisine, to present the Kashmiri culture. There are a lot of examples, like we have, Shikara dining rooms to the way we present the kahwas and the concept. We have created a few brands, the food presentations, which are very glamorous, ready for any market, and we're ready to go global with these. We've gone ahead and created a Shikara barbecue. These are small concepts which present. An example here. This is a concept where there is a dyeing industry. It's called a kangadi. This kangadi is a thing which is used by people in villages in Kashmir to keep themselves warm in winters. What we have is, we got the guy, we met a guy, and this guy was making these kangadis. वो बनाता था. हमने उससे पूछा कि आप कितने बनाते हो भाई, आप एक कांगड़ी कितनी बनाते हो महीने की? वो बोलता हम 30-40 बना देते हैं. और यार हमें तो ज़्यादा चाहिए, और ये इंडस्ट्री मर रही है क्योंकि फ्यूल के लिए डिफरेंट सोर्सेज गर्म होने के लिए there are heaters and other things. Now this kangadi, what we did, we said, let us glamorize this basket. We converted this basket into a biryani basket. Now we presented, we explained what this is. We have restaurants in Gujarat, there are other places where coming up, where we said, this kangadi, we created a demand somewhere. हमने उसको बोला भाई हमें 3,000-4,000 महीने की चाहिए. वो बोलता आप झूठ बोल रहे हो. मैंने बोला नहीं भाई चाहिए. बोलता जाओगे कहाँ लेके? बोला हमें चाहिए. We added the cost to the overall cost, and what we did, the demand increased. We paid this guy too much of money, and this guy said, ये आपने क्या किया? ये तो इंडस्ट्री. अब हमें फोन करके वो बोलता है कि आप अगला रेस्टोरेंट कब खोल रहे हो? मैं 2-3 फैक्ट्रियाँ मैंने देख के रखी है, मैं खरीद लूँगा। We've gone in branding and packaging the products. We have, these concepts. Quickly take you through. We are into farming, as I said, sustainable, organic farming. We are into media, where we are highlighting Sufism, which is the strength of Kashmir. The center of Sufism comes from Kashmir. This is my team. These are like guys from the villages, which we have trained and we have grammarized. These guys are like now models almost. We have a climate warrior pledge, and this pledge is something which we make everyone take who gets in touch with us. It's about that they will work on sensitizing people on what climate change is. We've got the FM team. We have various campaigns wherein we are highlighting what Kashmiri culture is. We are branding Kashmiri culture. We've got international artists, countries to participate and showcase their culture, because it's about mixing cultures and opening doors. We have had the top of the top to understand what we are doing, and the best part, we've gone and created a climate change which is about, पहले हम जाते थे बोलते थे आपको climate change हम बताते हैं, हम PowerPoint presentation में बताएंगे कि climate change क्या है। अब हमने वो सब छोड़ दिया है। अब हम पूछते हैं सिर्फ जाके कि क्या आपको climate change के बारे में पता है? वो बोलता है नहीं, हम एक पटाखा लगाते हैं। ये हमारी कैंपेन अब है जो चल रही है। We have 10,000 kids with us, जहाँ पे हम किसी का लिहाज नहीं कर रहे और हम बता भी नहीं रहे climate change क्या है। If you don't know, we have a surprise for you. This is just about how we have kids in other places, and overall what we have done in this entire campaign is we have created a positive change. Now for us, if it is Mera Bharat Maan, Kashmir Meri Jaan, it could be Mera Bharat Maan, Jaipur Meri Jaan, Bombay Meri Jaan, sab jaan hai. And now we have to understand